Stop. Before you eat anything tonight, you need to watch this. Because what you're about to learn could completely change what happens inside your body while you sleep. Most people think nighttime eating is just about weight gain. Maybe a few extra pounds. No big deal. They're wrong. Dead wrong. What's actually happening inside your body after 7 p.m. when you eat the wrong foods is far more dangerous than anyone is telling you. We're talking about silent inflammation building in your arteries, blood sugar spikes that damage your nerves while you sleep, hormonal chaos that accelerates aging at the cellular level, and your doctor? Most of them have no idea this is happening to you, because they're not asking the right questions. But Dr. James Harlow is. Dr. Harlow is a board-certified internal medicine physician with over 22 years of clinical experience. He's reviewed thousands of patient cases, and what he found, buried in late-night eating habits, shocked even him. He says, and I quote, "The foods my patients eat after 7 p.m. are quietly doing more damage than almost anything else I see in my clinic. And nobody is talking about it. Nobody. Until now. Today we're exposing the top foods you must never eat after 7 p.m. And number 1 on this list? It's something you've probably eaten just this week. Something sitting in your kitchen right now. Something that, after 7 p.m., becomes almost like poison to your metabolism, your heart, and your brain. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your nighttime snacks the same way again. And that could save your life. Let's begin. All right, let's get into the list. And I want you to pay close attention, because some of these are going to surprise you. These aren't junk foods. These aren't obvious bad choices. Some of them are foods people actually believe are healthy. That's what makes them so dangerous. Number 5, fruit juice. Yes, fruit juice. The thing millions of parents give their kids before bed. The thing you grab from the fridge thinking it's a healthy choice. After 7 p.m., it's one of the worst things you can put in your body. Here's why. Your body runs on a biological clock. It's called your circadian rhythm. And after sunset, your insulin sensitivity drops dramatically. That means your body becomes significantly less efficient at processing sugar in the evening hours. A glass of orange juice contains roughly 26 grams of sugar, with no fiber to slow it down. That sugar hits your bloodstream fast, and at night, your body can't handle it the way it does in the morning. The result? A blood sugar spike, followed by a crash, followed by cortisol, your stress hormone, surging in the middle of the night. Dr. Harlow saw this pattern repeatedly in his diabetic and pre-diabetic patients. He had one patient, a 47-year-old teacher named Maria. She couldn't understand why her morning blood sugar readings were always dangerously high. She was eating well, exercising, doing everything right. Then Dr. Harlow asked one simple question. What do you drink at night? Maria said she had a glass of orange juice every evening. Said it felt light. Natural. They cut it out. Within 2 weeks, her morning readings normalized completely. The fix is simple. After 7 p.m., swap fruit juice for water, herbal tea, or sparkling water with a slice of lemon. Your pancreas will thank you. Number 4, white rice or white bread. Now this one hits hard. Because for billions of people around the world, rice is a staple. It's comfort. It's culture. It's dinner. But eating white rice or white bread after 7 p.m. is like pouring fuel on a fire your body can't control. Here's the science. White rice and white bread are refined carbohydrates. They've had their fiber and nutrients stripped away during processing. What's left digests at lightning speed. Your blood sugar rockets upward. And again, at night, your insulin can't keep up. But it gets worse. A major study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition tracked over 18,000 adults and found that high glycemic index foods eaten in the evening were strongly associated with increased belly fat, higher triglyceride levels, and elevated markers of cardiovascular risk. Not just weight gain, cardiovascular risk. And here's the cruel irony. When your blood sugar spikes and crashes at night, it triggers hunger signals. So you wake up craving more carbohydrates the next morning. It becomes a cycle, a trap your body keeps falling into. Dr. Harlow calls it the nighttime carb loop. And he says breaking it is one of the single most powerful things his patients have ever done for their metabolic health. The fix? If you're hungry after 7 p.m., choose complex carbohydrates instead. A small portion of sweet potato, lentils, chickpeas, foods with fiber that slow digestion and keep your blood sugar stable through the night. Small swap, massive difference. But we're just getting started, because numbers 3 and 2 on this list, they're foods most people would never suspect. And the damage they cause happens silently, deep inside your body. While you sleep, you're still here. Good. Because what I'm about to share with you is where most doctors stop talking, where the conversation gets uncomfortable, where the truth gets a little too real. Pay attention. This is important. Number 3, processed deli meats, turkey slices, ham, salami, bologna. Millions of people eat these as a late-night snack. High protein, low carb. Feels like a smart choice. It isn't. Processed deli meats are loaded with sodium nitrates, chemical preservatives used to extend shelf life and enhance color. And while they look harmless, sitting in that plastic package in your fridge, at night inside your body, they behave very differently. Here's what the science says. A landmark study from the World Health Organization classified processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, the same category as cigarette smoke and asbestos. That classification was based on over 800 studies linking processed meat consumption to increased cancer risk, particularly colorectal cancer. Now add the nighttime factor. Your body's cellular repair process, called autophagy, peaks during sleep. This is when your cells clean out damaged components, rebuild, regenerate. It is one of the most critical biological processes keeping you alive and healthy. When you eat processed meats late at night, the nitrates and high sodium content create oxidative stress that directly interferes with this repair cycle. Your body is trying to heal, and you're throwing a chemical wrench into the process. Dr. Harlow had a 52-year-old male patient, a salesman named David. David was disciplined. He worked out 4 times a week, watched his diet carefully during the day, but every night he'd snack on deli turkey slices straight from the package. His inflammation markers were through the roof. His sleep quality was poor. He woke up exhausted every single morning, despite getting 7 hours in bed. When they eliminated the late-night deli meat and replaced it with a small handful of walnuts or a boiled egg, his inflammation levels dropped within a month. His energy in the morning transformed. The fix is simple but powerful. If you need protein after 7 p.m., choose whole food sources. A boiled egg, a small portion of cottage cheese, plain Greek yogurt with no added sugar, clean protein, no chemical interference. Number 2, spicy foods. Now, this one surprises people every single time. Spicy food feels satisfying, flavorful, even healthy, and during the day, it actually can be. Capsaicin, the compound that gives chili peppers their heat, has real anti-inflammatory benefits in the right context. But after 7 p.m., it becomes one of the most disruptive things you can do to your body. Here's why. Spicy foods dramatically increase your core body temperature. They stimulate your digestive system into overdrive. And they trigger the release of adrenaline, yes, adrenaline, the same hormone your body uses in fight or flight situations. At night, when your body is supposed to be winding down, preparing for deep restorative sleep. A clinical study published in the International Journal of Psychophysiology found that participants who consumed spicy food within 3 hours of sleep experienced significantly reduced slow-wave sleep, the deepest, most restorative stage of sleep your body needs to function. Less deep sleep means higher cortisol the next morning. Higher cortisol means more belly fat storage, more insulin resistance, more inflammation. One meal. Cascading consequences. Dr. Harlow tells a story of a 38-year-old woman named Priya, a dedicated yoga instructor, healthy lifestyle. But she suffered from chronic acid reflux, morning brain fog, and stubborn weight gain around her midsection despite exercising daily. Her late-night habit? A spicy curry, every single evening. It was cultural. It was comforting. It felt healthy. When she shifted her spicy meals to lunchtime and replaced her evening meal with something gentler, her reflux disappeared within 10 days. Her sleep deepened, and over the following 6 weeks, she lost 8 pounds without changing anything else. Nothing else, just timing. The fix? Enjoy your spicy foods earlier in the day. Let capsaicin work for you, not against you. After 7 p.m., choose warm but mild options. A bowl of vegetable soup, herbal tea, foods that calm your system rather than ignite it. We've covered 5 through 2, and I need you to stay with me now. Because number 1, the food at the very top of this list, is something I guarantee you did not see coming. It's not junk food. It's not fast food. It's not something most people would even question. In fact, most people consider it a healthy nighttime habit. And Dr. Harlow says it is single-handedly responsible for more silent metabolic damage than almost anything else he sees in his clinic. Number 1 is next. All right. This is the moment you've been waiting for. And I need you to really hear this. Because what I'm about to tell you goes against everything you've been told. Everything you think you know about healthy eating. Are you ready? Number 1, yogurt with fruit. Or any healthy high-sugar snack marketed as a nighttime food.
Wait,
Don't click away. I know what you're thinking. Yogurt? Fruit? That's health food. That's what nutritionists recommend. That's what the label says. That's exactly the problem. The food industry has spent billions of dollars convincing you that low-fat yogurt with fruit, granola bars, smoothies, and flavored dairy products are perfect evening snacks. Light, nutritious, guilt-free. But here is what they are not telling you. A standard serving of flavored fruit yogurt contains anywhere between 20 and 35 grams of added sugar. Some popular brands contain more sugar per serving than a chocolate bar. And they come packaged in clean white containers with pictures of strawberries and words like natural and wholesome printed across the front. At night, after 7 p.m., that sugar, that enormous hidden sugar load, does something terrifying inside your body. Let me explain the science. And please, stay with me through this, because this is the part that changes everything. Your brain has a master hormone called insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1. It works in close relationship with your insulin levels, and at night, during deep sleep, your body is supposed to enter a low insulin state, a fat-burning state, a cellular regeneration state. This is not optional biology. This is survival biology. This is your body doing the most critical maintenance work it does all day, clearing damaged cells, repairing DNA, regulating hormones, consolidating memory, rebuilding your immune system. Every single one of those processes requires low insulin levels to function properly. When you eat a high-sugar yogurt at 9 p.m., even one that says light or low fat on the label, your insulin spikes hard and fast. Your body immediately exits fat-burning mode. Cellular repair slows to a crawl. Growth hormone secretion, which peaks in the first few hours of sleep, gets suppressed. Your liver, instead of resting, gets pulled into emergency glucose processing mode. And you sleep. Completely unaware, while inside your body the damage accumulates quietly. Night after night, week after week, year after year, Dr. Harlow calls this silent metabolic erosion, and he has seen it destroy the health of people who were doing almost everything else right. He tells the story of a patient that haunts him to this day. Her name was Sandra, a 44-year-old mother of 3. She was meticulous about her health. She meal prepped every Sunday. She ran 4 times a week. She had cut out alcohol, processed food, and fast food entirely. But Sandra was exhausted, constantly. Her thyroid panels were borderline. Her cholesterol was creeping up despite her diet. She was gaining weight around her waist, even though she was eating less than ever. And she felt, in her own words, like her body was betraying her. Dr. Harlow spent 40 minutes going through her entire daily routine. Food, exercise, sleep, stress. And then he found it. Every night before bed, Sandra ate a small bowl of low-fat vanilla yogurt with mixed berries and a drizzle of honey. She had been doing it for 3 years. Her previous doctor had actually recommended it as a protein-rich, gut-friendly evening snack. It had 28 grams of sugar per serving. Dr. Harlow asked her to stop. Just that one thing. Replace it with plain unsweetened Greek yogurt, no fruit, no honey, or a small handful of almonds if she needed something. 6 weeks later, Sandra came back for a follow-up. Her energy levels had transformed. Her waistline had reduced by 2 inches. Her fasting insulin, a marker most doctors don't even test, had dropped into the optimal range for the first time in years. She was sleeping deeper than she had in a decade. 28 grams of sugar, every night, for 3 years. That was the difference between feeling broken and feeling alive. This is why number 1 isn't the food you expected, because the most dangerous things are never the ones that look dangerous. They're the ones hiding behind a health halo. Behind clean packaging, behind the word natural, behind years of industry-funded marketing designed to keep you confused and keep you buying. The food industry profits when you stay sick enough to keep snacking, but healthy enough not to notice. Dr. Harlow wants you to notice. And now, you do. Take a breath. I know that was a lot to take in. But here's what I need you to understand right now. This is not about fear. This is not about guilt. And this is absolutely not about perfection. This is about knowledge, and knowledge, real knowledge, is power. You just learned something that most people will never know. Something that most doctors will never tell you in a 6-minute appointment. Something that the food industry has spent decades trying to keep buried underneath beautiful packaging and misleading labels. And now that you know it, you can change it, starting tonight. Let's bring it all together. Let's do a quick recap of everything Dr. Harlow warned us about. Number 5, fruit juice. Looks healthy. Feels light. But after 7 p.m., that concentrated sugar floods your bloodstream at exactly the wrong time. Your insulin can't keep up. Your cortisol surges. Your sleep suffers. Swap it for water or herbal tea. Number 4. White rice and white bread. Refined carbohydrates that digest too fast, spike your blood sugar, and trap you in a nighttime carb loop that keeps your metabolism stuck. Choose complex carbohydrates if you need to eat. Sweet potato, lentils, fiber-rich foods that work with your body instead of against it. Number 3. Processed deli meats. Classified alongside cigarette smoke as a Group 1 carcinogen by the World Health Organization. At night, the chemical preservatives inside them interfere directly with your cellular repair cycle. Your body is trying to heal. These foods stop it. Choose whole food protein sources instead. Number 2, spicy foods. They raise your core temperature. They flood your system with adrenaline. They rob you of deep restorative sleep. And they set off a hormonal chain reaction that stores fat and drives inflammation for days. Enjoy the heat at lunch. Protect your sleep at night. And number 1, the hidden sugar trap. The flavored yogurts, the fruit smoothies, the granola bars, the honey-drizzled everything, marketed as healthy, designed to look innocent, but loaded with sugar that silently shuts down your body's most critical nighttime repair systems. Night after night, until your body starts breaking down in ways that feel completely unexplainable. You are not broken. You are uninformed. And that changes right now. Sandra got her life back by changing one thing. Maria normalized her blood sugar by cutting out one drink. David transformed his energy and inflammation levels by swapping one late-night habit. You don't need a complete overhaul. You don't need an expensive program. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to make one better choice. Tonight, look at what you normally eat after 7 p.m. and ask yourself one simple question. Is this working for my body or against it? That question alone will change your life if you let it. Here's what I want you to do right now. First, if this video opened your eyes, hit that like button right now. It tells us you want more content like this, and it helps this information reach the people who need it most. Second, subscribe and turn on notifications, because next week we're covering the 5 morning habits that doctors say are accelerating aging faster than almost anything else. You do not want to miss that one. Third, share this video with someone you care about. A parent, a partner, a friend who snacks late at night without realizing what it's doing to them. One share could genuinely change someone's health trajectory. And finally, I want to hear from you in the comments below. Which food on this list surprised you the most? Was it the fruit juice, the yogurt, or something else? Drop it in the comments right now. Dr. Harlow reads them. And your answer might just shape our next video. Because this channel exists for one reason only. To give you the truth your body deserves. We'll see you in the next one. Stay informed, stay empowered, and take care of yourself, starting tonight.